Hello everyone, this is Silver here at Gamma, and welcome to Gamma's Workshop. I know usually I do my pours on Fridays, but I'm making this 12-ounce pizza mold, and I came down like really late last night, like I am tonight, and my camera was completely dead. So I had to charge and it takes a couple hours and it would have been too late. And then today I was waiting for the owner of this 12-ounce pizza to contact me, and he was wanting to see it live through a Facebook video call, and I've not heard back, so I'm down here and I'm getting things set up, and we're gonna get rocking. So let me get things set up and we'll get to it. Okay, I'm starting to get to that point, but first thing I want to show you is if anybody was there for my live cast last week, and then they would have seen that zombie hamburger that I casted, which was this one right here, and then I did my attempt at this one. I put it in a different way. Voila. I put them in the cleaner to get them cleaned up so that way I can remelt them. I'm going to melt these bad boys down. But they shined up really well. And then I was playing around with that Hot Wheels and I didn't get enough silver in there. This is 6 ounces. But I didn't get it in far enough for how my sprue, which would have been there with the wheels. So I'm going to melt this down to help make that 12-ounce pizza. And also I was doing some farting around, and this is my 5-ounce bar. Can y'all see it? This is my 5-ounce bar. I put 5 ounces in there. I knew it wouldn't hold the whole 5 ounces, but I just wanted to see what would happen. So I was just playing around with that. And also I fixed the problem with the fortune teller's face right here. So what I did was I actually took the mold, and this is where I actually did the pour. Poured everything into right where his face was being cut off, and voila. So alrighty, I'm getting ready to heat it up, and I'll come back with the weight, and then we'll come back with the pour. Okay, I'm weighing it out. So far I got 10.92. $11.37. Ooh, a little too much. So I'm gonna have to dig some out. And alrighty. 12.14. Now this one, 12.07. Now this is going to be the biggest pour I have ever even thought about attempting. That's why not too many people had known about the 12-ounce pizza until I accidentally mentioned it on one of my videos. But we're going to try this, so I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I do guarantee it will be an adventure. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour this stuff into the mold. I'm going to melt it, and it's going to take a long time, so I'm not even going to try to do it on camera as a real time. But everything else is real time. So when I come back, I'll be ready for it. Okay, I'm back. It's been about 15 minutes. awesome. Awesome. Took about 15 minutes for that sucker to melt down. Of course, you know, I had to add some more shot when I waited out and everything. So I'm going to let this cool for a second. And, whew. Well, I tell you, this is a big sucker. Whoops, didn't mean that. Yeah, I'm still going to let it. I don't know if you saw it there for a second, but on the back, see if I can get it turned over. I wonder if it's still there. Nah, it's not, but a few seconds ago, it was still red underneath. Whoops. Anyway, oh my god, that's heavy already. Oh yeah, I love the sound. Turn this off, set it up, right there. I'm gonna let that sit in the cold water for a second since it's so big. And well, and then that cool, I want to take time to thank everybody who came to my live hangout last weekend. It was a huge success. It went extremely long, but people were engaged the whole time. I love the fact that everybody was involved, whether you were in the room or me and Lanny talking, or you're in the room. I want to thank Lanny for moderating because I can't very well read and pour, and I think if you watched it towards the end, it looks like I'm high. It was only because I'm trying to read through my bifocals. But it was fantastic. I've had a lot of requests to do more, and I think I am. We're going to do some more, and I think we're going to take a page from Mr. AU Rebel and call it Late Night with Gamma. So, I want to thank everyone. Okay, just took it out of the water and I'm patting it dry. Always pat, pat, pat. If you rinse your coins or whatever off, pat it. Just pat it. You're not going to have watermarks or nothing. Pat, 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 pat. Let me looky, 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 looky. Make sure the edge of the pan is there. And you know what? That might end up being a 12.5 ouncer actually. Because there's one part of it that you can't see the pan on. And let me just do this real quick. Give it a little buff, buff, buff. Buff, buff, buff. But yeah, thanks to everyone. It's so much of a success that people have been asking for private pours. So, of course, Gammo's a little busy. Can't do every one of them a private pour. But, anywho, oh, I wish I had better light down here. Let's see. Can we get in on that? Can we get in on that? Can we get in on that? Yeah. It's not showing up very good on the camera. Right there is where the pan is supposed to be. It might actually be a 13 ouncer. But this one's a 12 ounce. I really didn't think it'd be more than 12 ounces. But you got a little pan that goes around there. And I don't know if it's showing up very well. It sits in its own, but yeah. Oh, you can kind of see it better that way. Sits in its own little pan. Now that's a deep dish for you. Almost a Chicago deep dish. Almost. Alrighty. Well, anyway, got her done. This is actually for a customer. Yeah, it might actually end up being a 13 ouncer. Holy crap. Yeah, because you can see the pan on that side, but wow. Whoops. Yeah, I gotta keep a hold of that sucker. Keep hold, but yep, that's it for the pour tonight, folks. I'm gonna try to get it on there as soon as possible. I am gonna try to cast a little bunny rabbit or something here, a few, and if I get it done, I'll show it at the end of this video. But if not, I want to wish everybody a great night and a good day tomorrow, and we'll talk later. Hello everyone, I'm back. I did catch the rabbit. I don't know if you can see too well. Right here's the sprue that's on it. I poured way too much. Well, anyway, as you can see, I got this side of the rabbit, and I got this side of the rabbit. Oh, but it's the middle part of the rabbit that went bonkers on me. Maybe Robert 11 can give me a little bit of advice on how to fix that problem. But I actually got the image. I don't know if you can see so well. On both sides. I just don't know what happened there and there. I mean, I even took the thing out with an X-Acto knife just so that way I wouldn't ruin the integrity. But yeah, so I'm still working on this. I was going to hacksaw that off, but I might as well just remelt it. But if Robert 11, if you got some advice, or Mr. Zeke, if you got some advice, I'd be more than happy to listen. Okay, that's all for tonight, folks. Gamel's tired. I'll talk to y'all later. Everybody have a good night and good day. We'll talk later.